Quick disclaimer for you. I've flagged this video as ASMR because a lot of people do enjoy my voice. If that's not ASMR for you, please feel free to skip. The year is 2084. If they told me
the
what
year is 2084.
You just read this.
If they told me what
was
the
pretty
world
close
would become, I would not have believed them. First, there was the nanophage, the disease of transition, a digital plague that swept across the land, killing thousands upon thousands of augmented souls.
It is really nearly the same voice, right?
Cost for meddling with our minds and bodies. Then came the war, the big one. The great decimation. The West killed the East killed the West. There were no winners. Except for Chiron. The corporation seized power and forged the Fifth Polish Republic, a crooked empire of blood and ash. There was no one left to oppose them. But still, we endured, and so it goes. The rich get richer as the poor rot away in their hovels, desperately looking for ways to escape reality. I am what they fear, a corporate tool of oppression, a despised leech that creeps into your dreams and feeds.
I would love to change the resolution, but
if you don't remember,
I also don't want to skip this.
If you won't remember, that's when they call me, to access you. To gather evidence, to dredge up whatever's hiding in the darkest corners of your mind. My name is Daniel Lazarski. I'm an observer.
Strong intro. Love it. Okay, so I started this game before. It's been 3 years or something. I played through the first couple hours of it. I never finished it. And something distracted me, I never finished it. But I remember it being really cool and kind of spooky too. So actually playing it on stream, I feel like might be a great idea. Because A, I will finish the game then. And B, I think it's a really cool game. It's still too loud. That's better. Hey Lisa, welcome. I think we fixed most things. I'm not entirely sure if we might have to turn down... It's so loud. If we might have to turn down the graphics. We'll figure out. If it starts lagging, I'll turn it down. Yeah. Fuck my progress. I can't remember anything anyways.
Lazarski, you there? Come in, Lazarski. Lazarski, you there?
Why is the thing German? The tree thing is German.
Come in, Lazarski.
Yeah, I'm here.
You okay there? I've been hailing you for the past 5 minutes.
I'm fine. I must have dozed off.
No rest for the wicked. How's the dream meter treating you?
Well, I'm not a vegetable yet.
Could have fooled me.
Alrighty, hard.
I'm serious, Dan. Your signal's all over the place. Have you taken your meds?
I don't know if we've taken our meds, so we just say don't worry about it. How do I say yes?
I will.
Spacebar, okay.
In a moment.
Do it now. I need you in good shape.
Yes.
Some casual drugs. Love to see it. Drugs.
There you go. Looking better already.
Yeah, wouldn't want me to mess up. Can you see the headlines? Another leech goes berserk.
Don't be like that. It's just...
Yeah.
There we go. Hey Firewitch, welcome in. I'm doing well. We just started this game, and I think it might be a fun one. How are you?
What's this about? Just checking in, or you need me downtown?
Nah, just a checkup. No one left for you to interrogate.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yep, it's not pretty. The explosion leveled half a block. The place is still on fire. Corporate goons all over the place, securing the area.
Covering your tracks, you mean?
Careful what you say. This is a monitored channel.
Uh-oh.
Who is this? How'd you get this frequency?
Don't you recognize me?
Adam?
Yes. Well, what's left of me? Dad.
What happened? Where have you been all this time?
Away from you? It's funny. Thought it would be easier to hear your voice after all these years. But it really isn't.
Come on, Adam, don't start.
Adam.
I really thought I could pull it off, you know? I was so close to making a difference, to setting us all free. And now it's... can't be for nothing.
Doesn't matter. Tell me where you are. I'll come and get you.
Shit. Dad, for once in your life, just listen to me. Whatever happens, I need you to remember.
You're not in control.
You're not in control.
Adam, can you hear me? You still there? Adam? God damn it.
Dad? Dad?
Matriarch, display caller ID.
Displaying now.
Krabinsky. That's no. Matriarch, locate source of last call.
Triangulating coordinates.
Come on.
Do it.
Location established. Tenement building. Class C district.
Jesus. Adam, the stacks. You just had to hit bottom, huh?
I'm trying to not talk too much over the
Rock
voice lines.
fucking bottom.
Rock fucking bottom. Heckin' cool, dude. So this is a game of the cyberpunk genre, which is a genre I'm well familiar with and that I really love. So I assume it'll be great. It is kind of spooky. It's definitely I think there's several situations that are very spooky. Cyberpunk was a fun game, but like the genre cyberpunk exists since the 1970s or something. Like Cyberpunk didn't invent the genre, it just took the name basically. But like the genre is kinda old and it's been existing for a long time. And I really love that genre. It's one of the dirtiest and darkest genres you can delve into. Because it's literally just creating a dystopia out of the world. It's beautiful. So basically, we can have a little genre chat, depending how much text lines we get now. No sparks, no uppercut. It isn't. Cool. Can we have a pause for a second? Pog. Okay, so cyberpunk genre has a couple points that always stay the same. It's always taken part in the not too distant future. it's usually a hyper high technological state of the world. So basically everything we have ideas of turned into thousands. For example, the whole idea of traveling the cyberspace, and even the name cyberspace itself, was invented by the author that basically invented the cyberpunk genre. And usually it is that the government has no control over anything anymore, and it's usually companies that have like the control over everything. Like it's basically see the world that we have today and advance it in the worst kind for the next 50 years or 60 or 70, and you have basically all the parts of cyberpunk. Like imagine Meta, Google, and Microsoft owning literally the world, and a couple Chinese companies too. And they do so by having like the product that you need to function. Like you need, for example, Google Glasses to even be able to drive a car, because they only connect with Google Glasses. And if you want to drive that car, you also need to work for one of the companies. Otherwise, you don't get like the right to drive it, like something like that. And obviously, that always creates like a big class issue. Because there's always like the poor people that have no access to all these technological feats. So they have to like try to survive somehow, but it's really hard, and it's usually going really dark at this point. And then there's like the high class that is living in prosperity and riches. It's like a lot of the themes and topics you've seen in Cyberpunk are very common for the genre. And if you're interested in like the roots of it, I can only recommend reading the Sprawl trilogy of William Gibson, or Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. Like those I would call the roots of the cyberpunk genre. There also usually is the cyberspace as like an external space that you can enter. Funny enough, a thing that Meta, formerly Facebook, tries to do now, they try to create a virtual cyberspace as a second world where they have the authority in. So Facebook is, I assume that Zuckerberg is very familiar with all that. And that he wants to try to create it with him at the top, or rather Meta at the top. Because that's what they're doing with the metaverse. That's exactly what they're trying to do. So a cyberspace that is enterable, basically, and that works like the world, and that it kind of resembles the world as well. And also very common in the cyberpunk genre is that there's some kind of ghosts in the cyberspace. Usually connected to voodoo. And the reason for that is that voodoo is basically the religion of the streets. Like it is stuff to make things work the dirtiest way possible. Like without calling that judgmental, but like chopping off chicken's head and what you usually connect with the voodoo is not exactly high society stuff. It's stuff done to survive. And that also fits very well into the whole class warfare narrative of cyberpunk. And usually there's a lot of drugs too. Like a lot of drugs to make people function, to enhance what they do and what they can do. A lot of these things we do see in our current world already. Like thinking about Ritalin. I don't know what the English name for that product is. It's probably being sold under the same name in the UK or America or Canada. Which is basically a drug designed to help people with ADHD. But if you take it while not having ADHD, it's a learning enhancement drug, which is used throughout all the colleges. And people actually have like a black market for that stuff, because they can actually sit down and focus for 12 hours straight and then have like a good test because they took that like brain enhancement drug, even though it turns you into an emotionless robot. So and this is the kind of vibe that cyberpunk like transfers. It's like, and everything's like always very dirty, very like worst case scenario-ish. Matrix also was kind of placed in that genre. However, they put a lot of fantasy to it as a very popular movie. I don't think I do, Lupus. But I really love the genre. I really like when video games create a world that seems dangerous, that seems like it's rough. Like I don't like high fantasy. I like when it's like when everything is kinda real and comparable to the real world. Like The Witcher did that really well as well. Like there was racism, there was cursing, there was all the things that are very, very present in the real world. And that made the world credible. And for me personally, that is important. Like I want to see a dirty, credible world when I play a video game. I don't want to see beautiful colors and people jumping around. That's not interesting for me. Drug that opens 100% of your brain in that movie? I've not seen it. I'm gonna check it out. So this is what I enjoy about Cyberpunk. It's usually like relatable worlds. It's credible worlds. Even though most of the things are highly fictional, it is more real than other genres are. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hey. Sup. I'm pretty sure that wasn't him who talked.
Need to get out.
Easy there, Tin Man. I'm not looking for trouble.
Oh, tenant? Huh?
Sort of.
Tenant.
Name?
Is our son named Lazarski too? I've seen it at Lupus, it's great.
Last name, Lazarski.
Not on record.
You're sure? Check again.
Tenant? Name?
Okay, apparently our son is named Grabinski.
Leon Grabinski.
Tenant. Oh, apartment 7. Ground floor. Through the courtyard. Turn right, turn left. Straight ahead, turn right.
Yeah, I got it. Backwards and forwards. Thanks.
Door open.
I didn't really pay attention. We'll manage. Also, the look of this game is really interesting.
Attention, citizens. Curfew is now in effect in all Class C districts. Remain in your apartments and enjoy your chosen holographic content. Thank you for your cooperation.
So in this game, Chiron is basically the company that owns it all. Alright, we got a map here. We cannot enter that. We can look inside here though. I haven't. Oh, we can call people. There's a weird kind of growl. Can we talk to people? Also, does this game have a FOV slider? That would be amazing. Every door is locked. 4, 5. Okay, all these doors seem to be locked. Apartment 7. We're pretty close. Oh shit.
What the hell?
Things do look kinda rough here. Smart way of adding a tutorial.
They've come for us. Help me. You need to.
There even is some birds here.
Adam?
Oh shit. We got a corpse. A corpse.
Abnormal stress level. Heart rate irregular.
Well, how would your heart rate be if you find your decapitated son?
Administering mild sedative.
Dispatch, this is Lazarski, ID 656210. Can anyone hear me? Great. Fucking great. Okay, Dan. Maybe it's not him. Doesn't have to be.
Operational
could be anyone.
efficiency restored.
This is Lazarski 656210, setting up a crime scene.
There we go. Press E to activate electromagnetic
I
vision.
need to check the victim's compass for connections.
6 million volts wasn't enough.
Stun button. What do we have here?
HN. Gotta start somewhere.
Compass implant. Illegal modification detected. Heavy encryption. What do we have here?
Victim is equipped with an ID mixer. Identification not possible.
Illegal software again. Do we have anything else here that we want to look at? Can we walk, by the way? We cannot. Interesting. What's that? Nothing. Okay. Bio analyzer. After all, we are an observer.
The head was removed post-mortem. It's possible the killer took it. Motive unclear. ID check failed.
Because of the mixer.
Time
Makes sense.
of death about an hour ago. Before he called me.
Unlucky. Can we check the wounds? We can.
Erratic cutting pattern, indicating the killer was in a frenzy.
Frenzy. Can we check the blood? Fog. A lot of blood, dude. That's a lot of blood. I love the visual style of this game, honestly. Okay. So we'll assume we have to check more things here. A feral frenzy, exactly. Can we look at these things? Or does it not do anything? Apparently not. Would be... What's that?
Chiron Incorporated. High-level clearance. Looks genuine, but it's expired.
Adam Lazarski, Forensic Chief Research Officer, clearance level A. Okay. Oh, we can actually look at that with a... with our thingies. Cool. So we knew he worked for Chiron, which is like the big company in the game. What else do we have here? Some nice looking drink.
Printed on real paper. Bit archaic for you, Adam.
And 1984 is referenced quite often in Cyberpunk games too, because it also had like the vision of like the worst case scenario. And but I mean, in 1984 it was the government that controlled everything. Still, what's that? We don't know. It's some chips though. Why can I not look at them? I can. It's some processors apparently. Close. It wasn't condoms though. Even though condoms would probably be more fun than chips, it's still... Oh. That's a very interesting concept of a closet. What do we have here? It's a motherboard, isn't it? Yeah. It feels like it just has one too many doors. Do we have here anything more interesting? Hey, Martina, welcome. Shit's getting dark, dude. Shit's getting real dark. I assume we can look at things here too. All that is glowing. Can't tell me that I cannot look at it. That was something, wasn't it? Ignore it? How would you do that? Okay, apparently we cannot look at these things. Let's take a look in the bathroom. What do we have here? Some kind of pill thing? Synchronized, powerful augmentation, stabilize it, a strict dosage control advised. So yeah, that's another common topic in Cyberpunk games, the fact that you can augment your body. Fucking hell. I'm not sure if I'm catching a cold here. Oh. And this is... Oh, we could take that. That's actually cool. And it's usually some kind of drug to make your body not kick off the augments. Which also makes sense, obviously. Anything in here that we could see? Nothing overly interesting. Where there was something. What's that? What's the book we saw earlier? No, nothing interesting. It's going to catch this hands if he tries doing anything funny for you. It is like that. What is this?
Controlled substance 45F, better known as feed. You'd never touch this, Grab.
So some kind of drug, we assume. Anything else in here? I think that was it. Okay. What else do we have? So we found out that our son has like a large portion of drugs in his fridge. He was working for Chiron, but apparently he stopped doing so. Not that many vegetables. Vegetables are usually very hard to come by in a cyberpunk world. What's that? Can we look at that?
So this is your apartment. Doesn't mean it's your body.
True. Might be anyone. We all know that. Suddenly there's a corpse in your apartment. Could be anyone. Understanding Cyberpunk in the end is very simple. Just imagine the worst case for everything. Why are we rocking back and forth so weird? Do we have here? Anything more interesting? No. That kind of was the clues we got out of this apartment, don't we? Oh, that's something.
Bingo.
How do we know the code, though? We don't. Well, I mean, it's probably easy.
There we go.
Yeah. It's always 1984.
If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you click that like button and maybe even subscribe. Appreciate you gifting me your time. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.